Sydney with cenobites-tumblr.com, and I'm finally making that GIF tutorial video I've been talking about for months. This is going to be a very basic tutorial. I'm thinking about making some, if you guys like this, I can go ahead and make some other ones that kind of goes more into depth with some other techniques I use. And also, this is obviously what I use. There's tons of different ways to make GIFs, and I would highly recommend going to YouTube and looking up some different tutorials and just kind of find something that works for you. I taught myself that way, and it took me like 2 hours to make my very first crappy GIF. So it just takes lots of practice, lots of messing around in whatever program you're using. And yeah, the two programs I use are Virtual Dub, which is free online, and I use Photoshop CS3. Very first thing you want to do is open Virtual Dub, go to File, and open Video File. And then you select the GIF frames that you want to use. You use these two little pointers down here, and then you just kind of scroll through the video and then hit your stop button. I personally use under or around 20 frames on a GIF. It just makes it the file size smaller, obviously. And yeah, you just kind of go through, find what you want to use, and then you go to File, Export Image Sequence. You also want to set up a folder to hold your images, and mine looks like this. And I also, once you hit OK with that, it'll go into your folder. I delete every third frame, which helps with file size. And then you go to Photoshop and make sure it says animation right here. Get these two little boxes. There's definitely different ways to customize your workspace. I just use these two. I don't even know how to do like anything else on Photoshop. I'm terrible with it. But for this, you go to File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack, then you browse and find your folder with all of your GIF frames in it. Select all of those guys and hit OK. And it loads them up here. Takes its time. Okay. So I usually change the size first because it makes it easier to work with. For Tumblr, your width is going to be 500 max pixels, so I changed it to 500. Hit OK, and that's what it's going to look like. Then I go over here, click Make Frames into Layers. Not sure if it's just with me, but my frames are always reversed, so I reverse them back so they're in a normal sequence. Highlight all those. I put a second delay because I deleted those every third frames earlier. So it just flows better, takes its time. I'll show you guys the difference. So that was it normally. And if you take that second delay off, it's way too quick. Yeah. So yeah, I put the second delay. I also sharpen all of my frames. There's different ways to do this. I know I've tried where it's faster than the technique I use. But I could never get it to work. So I just go to Filter, Sharpen, Sharpen, and you can see it definitely makes the quality better in the GIF. And then I just highlight the next frame and sharpen the next frame. So I go through all of them, do all that good stuff. Next thing after I sharpen all of them, I mess with the levels. Oops, I should probably show you guys how to do that slower. Hit that little circle thing. Levels, do you guys like my my terms? Let's see here. There we go. You have to make sure you're on the very first frame. And then just kind of mess with the colors. For what I've noticed is if the darker the GIF is, the smaller the file size. So I'll usually darken it quite a bit and then lighten it this way. And that's just the technique that I use that I found works. Obviously you don't want to darken it too much, otherwise it's going to look like shit. So just, yeah, mess with your levels. And then if you would like, just add a little watermark on there. I already uploaded this, so Cenobites, blah, 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 blah. And then you can mess with the opaqueness over here. I usually do 20 personally. And yeah, when you're all set, go to File, Save for Web and Devices, and this is going to show you your current size, and it has to be under 999, is it KB? Let's see, K, whatever. I have it preset over here, so I don't really worry about it. And then you can hit just optimize to file size like I just did, and it'll show you how many colors are going to be included with that file size. And obviously this isn't something that I would post because it is really gray. Yeah, so then you would have to go back and delete some frames and mess with the colors more and do all that until you find something that you like and upload it on Tumblr. So that is it. If you guys have any more questions, I would definitely be open to making another one where I go into more details with how I make GIFs, but I thought this would be a good basic start kind of video with what I personally do. Yeah, so hope you guys found this informative, and bye!